So my t-shirt memory quilt is done. So I thought I would take a video of it while it's laid out and just walk through each of the t-shirts to talk about why they're significant in terms of my life. So I'm going to start at the top and then work down. In the upper left-hand corner is the Provo High Bulldog t-shirt. The Bulldog's the mascot for Provo High. It's where I went to high school. Next to that is a t-shirt with the White House in Washington, D.C. I've been there a number of times and love Washington, D.C., the museums and all the things there are to see. Plus, I was an intern there when I was at BYU and worked for a group called the Republican Study Committee for a semester. But it's when I was young and naive. Next to that is a Clark's reunion t-shirt. That's up in Oakley, Idaho. That's where it was. My dad's family had a business, a mercantile called Clark's. That's the original logo. And then I believe those are poplar trees in the background that are planted a lot around Oakley. So we went up there. That's where my dad was born. Then on the far right is one of my ancestry t-shirts. Somos, I believe, refers to, or I think is a Spanish word meaning we are. We have a number of resource groups, employee research groups, they're called, or ERGs. This is the one for people that are interested in Latin American culture, and I just love the image there on that one. Then going on the second row is it's a family thing, is another one of my ancestry t-shirts. It was a theme we had for a recent genealogy conference. And that's one of the things that I love about ancestry, is that it's about bringing families together and learning more about your own family. Next to that is PBS Nerd. I love PBS for a lot of things: cooking shows, nature documentaries, Ken Burns documentaries, Frontline, a lot of different things on PBS I feel like are educational and interesting. Next to that is BYU, a BYU t-shirt, where I went to school for a bachelor's and a master's. Spent a lot of time watching BYU sports, going to museums, doing a lot of things on campus, international cinema, and so forth. Then to the right of that is Sundance. It's a ski resort close by where I spent a lot of time. As a kid, we went skiing there as a family. My uncle managed Sundance for a period of time. We had a cabin up at Sundance. We spent a lot of time, I spent a lot of time up there as a kid, hiking and kind of gallivanting around. They have a summer theater we used to go to, still going, and I occasionally go to that in the summers where they have plays at a theater up on the mountain. Just lots of memories at Sundance. It's a beautiful place. There's a creek running through it, or I don't know if it's a river or a creek, but just lots of great things up at Sundance. Next row, Wasatch School is where I went to elementary school. You see it has the phrase, the best school in the land, which is part of the school song, and then in the center of the logo is the mascot, Satch, the German Shepherd. A lot of great memories of Wasatch Elementary School. Next to that is a shirt that I bought for this quilt, and it's a celebration of my love of baking. I love to bake bread, cakes, pies, all kinds of things. Then is the next to that is The Naturalist. It's the family business that my parents started, where they had a gift business first, and then it turned into a furniture business, and now it's a business that my dad has kind of on the side. But it deals with a lot of natural things. As a kid, our family would go up into the mountains or into the desert and pick wildflowers and press them. They would go into pitchers. They sold quilts, taffy poles, a taffy pole kit, brass and glass boxes, all kinds of fun gifts and beautiful gifts. And a lot of people in our neighborhood and around there, got involved in one way or another and going on trips and making it a successful business. And then when it became a furniture business, a lot of the furniture was rustic. I used to go up up to Deer Valley and Park City and other places and install these big lodgepole pine beds. I also used to ship for the company and wrap because each piece of furniture was custom. We had to get sheets of cardboard, kneel on the concrete, and wrap boxes around them, kind of make custom boxes for the custom furniture. That wasn't my favorite part, but just tons of memories with the naturalist throughout my life, and continuing up today. My dad has a press botanical art business, and he sells pictures, and he sells them under the name of the naturalist. Next to that is a shirt from a house in Provo called Encircle. It's for LGBTQ people, and I feel like I'm an ally, so I wanted to include that. Then the bottom row is National Public Radio nerd. So I get a lot of my news from National Public Radio. I like shows such as Radio West, This American Life, Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. That's a great source for interesting material. And I just enjoy listening to the radio or getting some of the information on podcasts. Next to that is a London t-shirt. I went to London with a group of people as part of a BYU program called London Study Abroad. It was one of the best experiences of my whole life. We spent 6 months in London. Part of that included, though, a month traveling through Europe on the continent. And we also had side trips that I went on to Russia for a week and to Israel for a week. So that was a wonderful experience. I haven't been back. I haven't been back since then, but London is a wonderful place. And then the next is a scene from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. People always tell me I look like Robert Redford. No, just kidding. They don't. But when I didn't know if I'd have the Sundance sweatshirt above that was incorporated into the shirt or into the quilt, I thought I might need to use something that referred to Sundance, and this was the best thing I could find. I loved the movie. This is from the ending scene when they're killed. But anyway, I thought that was a fun thing to include, both as a sign of Sundance and then a movie of, I think it was probably the 70s, I don't know. Then last but not least is a picture of a spinning top. I bought that for this quilt as well. Collecting spinning tops is one of my hobbies that I've been at since I was a little kid. My parents started it for me in elementary school, and then it kind of stopped after that. And then when I got into graduate school, I happened to run into what's called a levitron, which is a top that floats in midair using magnetic forces. And I thought, oh, that's a top. I had to start collecting tops. And so I started again. Now I have over 1,200 tops from all over the world, made of different materials, different shapes, colors, sizes. So this whole quilt represents a lot of things from my life, and I'm so glad to have it. I love the quilting that was done and the piecing by a local woman, and I'm thrilled with it.